Hello crafty friend, it's Justine. I hope you're doing so well today. I am super excited because I get to make 2 cards and I'm using the clear stamp and die from Spellbinders for June 2023. And this stamp is called Water You Up To, as in drink water, water you up to. And you can see all of the stamps here. It has a few different sentiments as well, and it features a really adorable whale and a little crab and a little jellyfish. So I am using all of those little stamps to make 2 different scenes. Well, I won't use all the sentiments on these 2 cards because that would be a bit much, but I'm using most of the stamps from this set on these 2 cards. Now, I am just going to layer all of these up. I really don't have a method for layering up paper. I know I just had someone ask me about that, like, well, how do you do it? I eyeball it. Is it perfect every time? No. And that's okay with me. So there you have it. And then I am using this embossing folder. This one is called Splish Splash. It is the regular embossing folder of the month from Spellbinders for June. It is so cute and it has a little bit of texture, which is just what I'm looking for. On my next card, I am going to use the other embossing folder. So if you just got that one, you can just hang on and I'll show you that one in just a few minutes. Now, I was just going to town stamping out these images, and I actually made a whole bunch of these, and then I ran all of my stamped images through my Brother Scan and Cut, which is basically just a machine. It's amazing. I love that thing, but I used it for cutting out all of my stamped images. Yes, there are coordinating dies that go with this card, with this stamp set, but I prefer to use my Brother Scan and Cut when I have a ton of dies to cut out. And I really liked this stamp set, so I had a lot to cut out. I used this stamped whale on a glimmer card that I already showed on my channel, and it's just really fast to cut out images like this. Now, I am no expert to the Brother Scan and Cut, so there's that, but I do like using it, especially for stamped images, and even glimmered images I used my Brother Scan and Cut for, so that's fun. Also, this stamp set was super fun to color because it is a very colorful scene. So a coral reef down here, or a little section of ocean critters, if you will, is just perfect for adding a ton of color and a lot of life to a card, because, you know, a jellyfish, it can kind of be any color. Coral is super bright, and then we have this bright red crab, which is just hilarious to me. Love that. I'm going to use the Spellbinders little foam squares that are the 2mm size to pop up my crab so he has a little bit of dimension. I suppose I could have popped up all of my other critters, but this crab is just, I mean, he's little, but he's kind of the star of the show on the bottom here. The whales kind of take over the top, but I don't know, maybe they can all be friends. Now for my sentiment on this card, I am going to use a little bit of die cutting, which is from the small die of the month from this month, just as a little bit of difference, just to be a little bit different on this card. I know that this is a lot of stamped images, so maybe a stamp would be best, but you know, why not be different and try something new? Try something else. So I have this little sign here, and it's gonna have a little message on there, and it says yay. Maybe this would be a good card for like a kindergarten graduation, or a little thank you card, or a birthday for a person who likes the ocean, or a kid card. I don't know. Kind of a lot of possibilities with this one. I really like it. And I think I'm going to I'm going to add these pearls to, no, yes, I'm going to add, no, yes, I'm going to add a pearl or two on the bottom by these shells, just for fun and a little bit of bling. I can't resist. There, that looks great. Okay, card number 2, moving on. If you've watched my videos, you know how I feel about this container. Enough said. All right, now the next one is kind of another ocean scene, but it's a little bit darker. And I already have my sentiment glimmered. Yes, glimmered. And I have all my little pieces here in my tray. I'm going to start with black paper on the back. If you know me, you know I love black. And if you know me, if you've watched some of my recent videos, you know I've been loving this cobalt blue paper. It is just striking to me, and I used it a whole bunch with a card collection that, or a die slash a whole collection that I am not allowed to talk about yet, but you will see it sometime on my channel. And this blue paper is just so pretty. I just love it. And look at how that embossing folder looks with it. Oh, that is just so cool. Now, I would love to use this embossing folder with some of the paste, some of that craft paste that has a little metallic shine to it. I think that this embossing folder and really some of the 3D embossing folders would just look stunning with that. So I will probably do that sometime. Don't know when, but sometime. Now, what in the world was I thinking with 3 crabs? Sometimes when I'm planning these videos, I just look back and think, what was in my brain? What was I going for? This time I don't remember. Maybe it's just a crab card. We're going with it. Now you can see on this card with this ocean scene on the bottom here, I added a little speckling with some Copic markers to give it a sandy bottom of the ocean. And you can really tell the difference between this section and this section, especially where the little spots are where it indents. You can see here, this was cut with the glimmers, with the brother skin. My pearl. Just getting kind of rough over here. This was cut with my brother scan and cut, so it went into all of those little nooks and crannies of the coral. And with this darker card here, I fussy cut that with my Fiskars spring-loaded scissors. So I didn't get into all of those little areas as much as the brother scan and cut would have. But I didn't want to use the die that came with this either, because that would cut off the bottom. And I just thought, what would it look like if it had a little bit of sand on the bottom? I don't know, so I tried it, and I like the way it looks. And this sentiment is from the Glimmer of the month. So it is, and I also used the glimmer foil that came with it. And that one is just so fun. I made a ton of waves, and I think that that glimmer set was just really fun. I made 4 cards with that on my channel, so go ahead and check out that video. And I have been pulling that glimmer into different cards kind of throughout this month's club items, because I just have really enjoyed glimmering. That's kind of the thing about me. I love everything card related. I have really taken a liking to glimmering and wax sealing and stitching and what else? Oh, better press, you guys. I have it, and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to film with it. I have been kind of delaying because of my nails, and I know that sounds really corny to some people, but I am hoping that that video does well, and I want to have nails that match my Better Press stamp that I'm going to use. So yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. And my amazing nail tech is on vacation, so I am just waiting for an appointment with her. So hello. So there's that. Anyway, but the Better Press system I am super excited about. I know people have kind of some mixed thoughts about it. Some people are like, well, it's just stamping. Well, it's not really just stamping. Actually, it's taking the not the glimmer plate. It's taking the Better Press plate, and pressing it into special paper. So yes, there's special ink, special paper, because it's a special process. Just like glimmering, you know, there's special paper for glimmering. There's special paper and materials for Better Press. So I encourage you to kind of think of it like that. Should I have this crab just kind of swimming? He's going to just be crazy and swim. Anyway, I am excited about Better Press. I hope you are too. I think the results from it are just really cool and unique, very clean looking. I just love the elegance of black and white. I'm assuming that some of the videos that I put on my channel are going to be that clean black and white look. Now, looking at this card, I think it's missing a little something. So I do have an extra jellyfish that I have die cut out. Actually, I didn't die cut it. My brother scan and cut this one out, but I think it needs another jellyfish. So I am going to just add some quick color to this one. I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera. Should I do it on camera? I'm not even asking anybody. By the time you're watching this, you can't even answer me. I'm going to do it off camera just for the sake of time. I'm basically going to color it like this one, but I might use some purples because I love purple. Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to color it off camera and I'll show you what it looks like in just a few seconds. How's that look to it? Anyway, there you have it. Quick color. Here are the colors I used if you want to recreate it. My camera is telling me that it is almost dead, so I better keep moving. Okay, let's add some glue to this little guy here and we'll stick it on. Perfect. Oh, that just fills up that space so nicely. Wonderful. Okay, we need to add a quick couple pearls on the bottom here and then my card will be complete. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know which one is your favorite. Is it the darker one with 2 jellyfish, 1 whale, or is it the 2 whales, 1 jellyfish? I'd love to know in the comments. I love to know favorites. I think it helps me kind of make different videos for you, and it just kind of helps my creative brain think about things for next time and think about how placements look to other people's eye, not just my own. So let me know your favorites, and if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And if you aren't a subscriber, I don't know what you're waiting for. Welcome to this channel. I have a lot of videos and I have been told that I'm kind of weird, and so it's kind of entertaining sometimes. So anyway, stick around and enjoy some crafting. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you get to craft soon. We'll see you next time. Bye.